Howdy y'all. Hey, winter's taking its time winding down this year, and so I was kind of in the hankering for something to warm me up, and so I settled on this Southwest black bean soup. I'm going to show you how I made it, and I hope you give it a try. It's got some really magic stuff in it, some smoked paprika, among other spices. So if you've never had smoked paprika, it's worth the while to track it down and get you some. I think you'd really enjoy it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on this soup. Now we're going to start off by adding about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And when that heats up just a bit, which I believe it is, we're going to add to it 2 stalks of parsley. I'm sorry, that's called celery. Half of an onion, 1 red bell pepper, and 1 green bell pepper. Those are all chopped up fairly coarsely. They're not just real fine chopped. After that, we're going to take 1 finely chopped up jalapeno pepper, and the seeds have been removed out of this. We got a little swizzle it around and, kind of sweat those onions out. Add probably about 5 cloves of minced up, chopped up fine garlic. Next comes some carrots, and those have been kind of thinly sliced. Some of those baby carrots, I think I used about 5 of them. And we'll go ahead and get this all kind of stir-fried together. Oh yeah, I can see those onions are starting to get that that translucent look to them. Next, we're going to put in the smoked paprika, and I'm going to put in probably 2 teaspoons worth. I really like this stuff. Next, we're going to put in 3 Roma tomatoes that have been kind of pretty coarsely chopped, I would say. Let's give that a little stir around. Man, you should smell this stuff. Now on top of all of that, I'm going to take 1 can of these black beans that have been drained and rinsed, and then we'll mix those in. There we go. Now another magic ingredient that's going in here is about 2 tablespoons of honey. There we go. Mixture, I'm going to add in about 1 quart of, and you don't really have to do this, you can use vegetable stock if you want, or chicken stock. I just had me some chicken stock, so that's what I'm going to use. But vegetable stock would be just fine with this as well. Now on top of that, I'm going to add in some cilantro. This is probably about 3 or 4 sprigs of it. Okay, one of the last ingredients, this is kind of an optional thing, but I'm going to put in a can of hominy. This has been drained as well. Kind of just gives it that extra little color and makes it kind of have that Spanish type flavor. Now just to kind of spice things up a bit, I've got a little bit of Cajun seasoning here, probably 2 tablespoons, and this is just really kind of a mixture of chili peppers, some garlic salt, a little bit of oregano, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of cumin, a little bit of black pepper. It just kind of really kicks it off and spices it up good. So, just put a dash of each one of those in there if you don't have any kind of specialized Cajun seasoning. Let it simmer for a while, then go ahead and give it a taste test, and if you want, you can add a little bit of salt. I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 teaspoon of salt to mine. There we go. Now we're going to simmer it for probably about 10-15 more minutes, and it'll soften those carrots up just a little bit. I think they're probably one of the hardest things in here, but once those carrots start getting just a little bit soft, al dente, then it'll be ready to serve. I'm going to garnish it up with a little bit of cilantro sprigs and some avocado wedges. That's ready to serve. Let's test it out on Lori. Okay, soup's ready.
Ooh, wow, look at that.
It's hot, so be careful.
How pretty.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Give it a try.
Oh man, does that look good. Oh, it's so colorful.
It's kind of spicy too.
Ooh, good flavor. Mmm. Very nice.